Are you afraid of snakes? Most people would immediately answer, yes, or even, very afraid. After all, who isn't scared of snakes? My mother and I are the same. Whenever we see one, our limbs feel weak. My name is HV. I am currently 36 years old, living in YM, High Province. My family are farmers, so we have a large garden. On April 10, 2020, my mother was working in the garden when she accidentally came across a female snake, over a meter long, coiled around a nest of eggs. It was probably just a harmless water snake, but to my mother, a snake is a snake, and she panicked immediately. She was terrified, unsure whether it was venomous. What if it bit someone? In her panic, she ran to call a neighbor to come and kill it. The neighbor rushed over, saw that it was a mother snake guarding her eggs, caught it, and took it away to kill it, likely for meat. As for the nest of eggs, my mother used a sickle to clear the grass around it and accidentally struck 2 eggs. Inside, the shapes of baby snakes had already formed. The remaining eggs she brought home, unsure of what to do with them. Afterward, my mother didn't tell me anything, probably thinking it was just an ordinary, trivial incident not worth mentioning. But that very night, although I knew nothing about what had happened, I began having nightmares. I dreamed of a woman who looked like my mother, standing in the neighbor's yard. She looked extremely fierce, grinding her teeth in anger, shouting furiously with foam at the mouth about something. It was terrifying. The next day, recalling the dream gave me chills, but I dismissed it as just a dream. As usual, I went to pray to the Buddha alone, since in my family, and even in the whole area, I am the only one who follows Buddhism. Strangely, that day my mother joined me. I saw her murmuring prayers, so I asked, and she began telling me about killing the snake the day before. She added,
"Normally, I kill animals without thinking much, but this time, whenever I think of that snake, I get goosebumps. It makes my hair stand on end. Could you recite Buddha's name and dedicate the merit to help deliver that snake for me?"
I began to worry. I knew that snakes are known for holding grudges. Even after death, it was still disturbing my mother. This showed its spirit was strong. Sigh, my mother had formed yet another karmic debt. I told her to return the eggs to their original place and cover them with grass so they could hatch and live. For the entire following week, I was plagued by continuous nightmares, leaving me deeply unsettled. I kept thinking about the snake mother and her offspring. Poor creatures, though they look frightening, they hadn't harmed anyone. Their family was destroyed for no reason. I wanted to chant sutras and recite the Buddha's name to dedicate merit for them, and ask for their forgiveness on my mother's behalf. My level of practice is nothing special. I am no great monk, but still, I did what I could. With sincerity, I chanted and recited, dedicating merit for the snake family to be reborn in a better realm. However much result there might be, at least doing something is always better than doing nothing. On April 23, 2020, more than 10 days after the mother snake was killed, I prepared offerings of fruit, flowers, and incense to present to the Buddha, bought some animals for release, and recited the Amitabha Sutra, dedicating all merit to the spirits of the snake mother and her offspring. I asked my mother to sit with me during the ritual. Though she didn't know how to chant or fully believe in Buddhism, she needed to be present to show repentance to the karmic creditors, the snake family. That day, I chanted with deep sincerity. My heart felt heavy, filled with sorrow and compassion for the snake family, as though it was entirely my fault. I earnestly begged for their forgiveness and sincerely repented. As I was finishing the chanting and prostrations, I noticed something strange about my mother. Her body began swaying, rocking back and forth, while her mouth continuously recited, Namo Amitabha Buddha, in a very unusual tone. This wasn't my mother. I immediately suspected that a spirit had possessed her. I tried to remain calm, continued chanting until the end, and after dedicating the merit, I turned to ask, "Who are you? If you have something to say, please tell us." I was truly shocked and anxious. I had heard that the spirit world is not something to take lightly. But I didn't know what else to do, so I spoke as if addressing a person. After all, spirits were once living beings too. The spirit inside my mother remained silent at first, eyes tightly shut, body swaying, breathing through clenched teeth in a chilling manner. Her expression was twisted, teeth grinding, exactly like the woman I had seen in my dream. I guessed it must be the snake spirit. I said, "Please focus on reciting the Buddha's name. Are you the mother snake?" The spirit nodded and gave a faint smile.
"Yes, that's right."
After a pause, it continued in a sharp voice.
I hate your family very much, truly hate you. I was furious. But since I came here and listened to the sutras and chanting, I have come to understand. I should have hated your mother deeply. She called the neighbor to beat me to death. I even came to your dreams.
So it was true, the snake spirit had possessed my mother. It spoke with bitterness. I gently explained that my mother acted out of fear, not malice. The spirit, eyes still closed, replied.
Yes, I know. It was because of fear. I understand. Your mother also returned my children to their place, so heaven will let them live. 2 of them were struck dead, but I have already taken him to chant and follow Ksitagava Bodhisattva. I forgive your family. Your home may be small, but you have strong resolve.
Hearing this surprised me. I had been reciting Amitabha Buddha and Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, asking them to deliver the snake family, yet the spirit said Ksitagava Bodhisattva had guided them. Truly, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are beyond discrimination, showing compassion to all beings. The snake spirit continued.
Your mother still has suffering and hardship, but gradually she will learn to practice. My children and I stay in your garden and learn to chant because of you.
At that moment, I realized something important. My family's garden is located on an old burial ground. I had heard from elders that it used to be a battlefield where many soldiers and civilians died, so it became a cemetery. In November 2019, I had installed a solar-powered chanting device there, playing sutras daily so that wandering spirits could hear the Dharma and find liberation. The snake spirit said,
Today, thanks to the Buddha, and through your mother's body, I can chant. There are many karmic spirits here, but they have begun to understand and chant as well. You should dedicate merit to all the spirits here. They are many. Only by relying on this can they be guided by the Buddha. Ah, it hurts. The neighbor broke my neck.
Fearing it might rekindle resentment, I explained karma and cause and effect, encouraging it to let go and seek rebirth in the Pure Land. The spirit nodded and softened.
I have heard enough teachings to understand. Otherwise, I would have taken revenge. Today is the first day of the lunar month. Ksitagava Bodhisattva will lead us away.
Then, the spirit began fervently chanting.
Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, please guide all of us toward the Buddha's light, to be reborn in the Pure Land. So many spirits. Today, you have saved many beings. They rejoice and thank you as they go to the Western Pure Land.
After continuous chanting, the spirit left. My mother collapsed and only regained consciousness after a long time, her body sore. After this experience, my faith grew immensely. I understood deeply about karmic debts and cause and effect, no longer just as stories. I personally witnessed the profound power of the Buddha's teachings, how sutras and chanting can affect unseen beings and bring liberation. The Tathagata is truly great, and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are infinitely compassionate. They have left behind immeasurable treasures of teachings for all beings to rely on and gradually escape ignorance and suffering. With deepest gratitude, Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Great Compassion Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, Namo Great Vow Ksitagava Bodhisattva, Namo the Eternal Triple Gem.